So on this first EVA, Butch Wilmore is going to be EV1, and he'll egress the airlock first, wearing the suit with the red stripes. And he'll bring out a large bundle consisting of the IDA cable bag and a crew lock bag. And then Terry will egress with the pure white suit and carrying an identical large bundle. Butch will translate up the CETA spur and over to the port zenith side of the Destiny lab, and then to the forward end cone of the Harmony node. And that, of course, is using the handrail path you see blinking there. Meanwhile, Terry will translate around the perimeter of external stowage platform number 2 and along the starboard side of Destiny and Harmony to the forward end cone. And once there, both crew members will stow their crew lock bags and the IDA cable bags near the work site. And they'll then spend some time installing wire tie restraints on the PMA2 along the routes that the cables will follow throughout the rest of the EVA. And you can see in this video from the training in the neutral buoyancy lab, they're wrapping wire ties around handrails and different things that we can then use to restrain the cables. Finally, Butch will move some of the existing PMA2 cabling to get it out of the way for removal of the first shield. The crew will reinstall the shield and then translate to the other side, where they will swap roles. Butch will open the cable bag. They'll work together to open the shield. Terry will disconnect the existing cable, and Butch will hand him the new IDA cable to connect. And then they'll reinstall that shield. So for the remainder of the EVA, Butch will deploy the cables that follow the port nadir route, and Terry will deploy cables that follow a zenith or starboard path. And you'll see that we just continue stowing the cables on the PMA near where those connector panels will be, and they tend to follow sort of highways, and so that's the route that we put the wire ties on at the beginning of the EVA. The final set of cables that Butch will stow are 3 legs that will ultimately go to IDA number 2, and once we have those stowed, that will empty out the port cable bag. And during that time, Terry finishes his last cable on the starboard side, and that cable has an IDA 1 leg and an IDA 2 leg that gets stowed on the node 2 forward end cone. At this point, there will be 2 cables remaining in the starboard cable bag, which will be deployed on the second EVA. The crew will pack up their crew lock bags, and the port IDA cable bag will leave the starboard IDA cable bag there with those 2 cables in it. And the crew will follow their original translation path back to the airlock. If we are ahead on the timeline on this day, we will go ahead and finish as much of the cable routing as time allows, and so that's our only get ahead for this EVA.